Look guys, I just want to put out this little public service announcement to anyone considering buying The Outer Worlds right now on Nintendo Switch for $60. My advice is just don't buy it, don't think about buying it, at least not yet or possibly ever. So before we get into it, smash that thumbs up button and also check out our Nintendo Switch forum, nintendoradar.com, link in the description. Let's get into it. So guys, look, we're off the back of two fantastic game franchises being ported to the Switch. That is, of course, the Borderlands Legendary Collection and the BioShock Collection, and not forgetting XCOM 2. And they all ran perfectly. They were released to run at full 1080p with the full console/PC game assets, making them nice and crispy with great textures. And as I said, the games ran buttery smooth, 30 frames a second. I've did a couple of videos on them. I'm really happy with how they turned out. So when The Outer Worlds was days away from launching, I was actually feeling pretty optimistic and had pretty similar expectations and was hoping to be impressed. I mean, after playing Borderlands and BioShock and seeing how well they run, I was kind of hoping that maybe The Outer Worlds would match that in terms of graphic fidelity and how smooth it would run. I mean, the gameplay that we saw in the trailer didn't look that bad, right? Wrong, because the gameplay we saw in the Switch trailer looks like it came from a different platform, as a few reviewers have managed to get their hands on early copies of the game, most notably Digital Foundry and Switch Up, and my god guys, the game looked like complete dog shit. The textures are absolutely abysmal. There's constant popping where, you know, objects and characters just beam down as you walk through the environment, and the frame rate is anything but consistent or smooth. And what kept me hopeful was that we kept hearing about a so-called Day 1 patch that was supposed to come out and fix or at least improve a lot of the issues, in particular the frame rate and the textures. So guys, I made a plunge last night, and I think a lot of you saw me because I did a short stream. I was actually drunk at the time when I did the stream. I had a little bit to drink beforehand, but I bought the game, and oh boy, do I regret it now. It looks even worse in person, guys, than it did on videos. In fact, I'd even go as far to say it's downright unplayable. This game is not worth $60. Whatever way you look at it, maybe $20 if you're lucky. I was on version 1.0.1 and there doesn't seem to be an update yet as the time of filming this video, which is launch day, release day, so I'm assuming the version I played with last night is in fact with the Day 1 patch. Now, I think we're looking at a situation here where the developers had good intentions and they were so focused on whether or not they could bring this game to the Switch, they didn't stop to think about or ask themselves if they should port it to the Switch. I don't know whose fault it is. Is it the developers who ported the game badly, or is it just the console for not being powerful enough to run it? Well, I don't understand how we can have games like The Witcher 3 with as much detail as that has. Skyrim, Diablo, Borderlands, BioShock, they all look and run really well on the Switch. So why can't this? Surely they're missing something, right? Well, it feels like the whole Borderlands on PlayStation Vita situation again, a game that runs at a sub 20 FPS with horrible muddy textures. It's just a complete disaster. I mean, I haven't seen a game like this on the Switch. The only thing I can compare this to is maybe Ark Survival Evolved. When he ported that over, it was just horrible. Now, I really recommend you guys go watch the video from Digital Foundry because they really highlight and showcase how bad the graphics are. I'll put a link to that video in the description, and I'll show some clips throughout this video, of course, you know, showing you how bad it is. But yeah guys, I think it's a disaster really. It runs, in some areas it runs less than 20 frames a second. 30 FPS is not ideal, but it's like the bare minimum to what you need, especially for a first person shooter game. So for this to run less than 20 at times, that's just horrible. Anyways guys, let me know, as always, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I always look forward to seeing your perspective down there in the comments and see what you guys think. And smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. We've got more Switch content on the way, and tech content. And also check out our Nintendo Switch forum over at nintendoradar.com. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.